Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Ryan on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
To throw on second down. Ryan underneath here to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Bryant's kick is good. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is Howard on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. On the give, this is their fullback. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So 2nd and 10 here. Flacco off play action. Steps away. That's caught out left by Perriman. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Wormley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play action. Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he fields it cleanly. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight? In the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
first and 10. It's Ryan. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Wormley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Hill. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. The Bills there just continuing to pour it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Freeman lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
It's Freeman. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, right, fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They go with Howard again. And this time not as successful. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A give to Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He's back to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. 23 yards on the play. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy with time running out. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything.